Mariucci Arena. The ACHA hockey season is underway. I'm Joe Rulin, joined along with Jimmy Thurman. And tonight it's the Gophers hosting the Georgia Bulldogs. Last year a record of 18-8-1 for the Bulldogs, and they finished in first for their division. This is going to be a barn burner tonight, Jimmy.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, you can sense the anticipation coming in the locker room today. I had a privilege of interviewing the captain for Georgia here, Evan Parente. Really good guy. These guys came in yesterday, first time inexperienced in Mariucci. He's a eyedropper. He's like, man, what a place to play hockey. And I just said, welcome to the state of hockey. And boy, he was like, yeah, now I know why it's called the state of hockey.
Well, you talk about Parente, but that Georgia roster consists of about 4 or 5 Minnesota natives.
Yes, I see that. Is it Hauger?
Haugen is one.
Haugen, yes, Haugen, correct. I got to grab my sheet too, by the way.
And in addition to that, you have a couple of others of Dylan Punzenberger. He's a guy we need to watch out for. Dylan Punzenberger out of Wayzata. Yes. Did you know he leads the team last year? He did with 6 first goals.
Yes, I see that.
And when he scored first, they won every time. So that's the one you want to look out for as well. Bill Martin, also on defense, returns back. Of course, Isaac Haugen in between the pipes as well. Just to name a few, we'll get those called throughout the night as well.
Yeah, also too, you got that James Hedquist here. Number 22. Last year he had 11 goals, 9 assists. He let the lamp quite a bit, along with that, is it Declan Conway, number 29. He had 9 goals with 16 assists. So, putting those two together, you got some playmakers right there, Joe.
You do. They can make things happen. But we're turning that next channel here to the Gophers, and you've got a great, strong line. First line leading it off with Keegan Johnson, Tyler Bishop, and Jack Sand. They've got some juice in those skates. But you're also excited about that second line as well. Yeah,
the second line here, you got Meyer Kreutzmann, Luke Myers, and Caden Cole. These guys are definitely gelling to where that they made that second lineup, and these guys are definitely making the appearances known, and it's nice to see.
What do you see specifically with those particular players on that second line that really caught your eye?
I would say the physicality, of Caden. I think just the hockey IQ of knowing where guys are going to be. When you don't skate with anybody for a long period of time or any time, these guys get on the ice together and they know where they're at right away. So it just shows you the IQ of that hockey sense that these kids have these days. And it's very unique to get on the rink and to be able to gel with someone that quick. And not let alone, a couple of weeks go by, and then here you are, the second line, playing against Georgia.
Absolutely. And then, the blue liners are Will Anderson, Eric Choi, and then Engelbrecht and Bruner as well. Tashney and Tortilak will be at the blue line. What's your thought on that group of talent?
Big returners here. You got Will, Choi, Caleb, Brood, Cavs, Bruner, George, Tashney, Tortilak. These guys here are just, they're my workhorses. These guys, day in, day out, give it 110%. Look out for number 2 here, Tate Tortilak. This kid is a machine. He just goes nonstop. I don't think he likes taking breaks. In fact, I think he gets mad when he has to come off the ice. That's how dedicated he is to this program. Will coming back from last year had a phenomenal year. Big leader, big guy. And then you got Eric Choi. If this guy, you think he's got equipment on with under his uniform, but this guy's built like amazing. 2% body fat. The guy benches 400 pounds. He's just a machine. And he can shoot a puck pretty good too.
What can we expect between the pipes with Owen Peterson?
Yeah,
will be starting tonight.
Opie, really good year last year. I'm really looking forward to see what he's got in his tank this year. He knows that he is the go-to man, and for him to step up in our last game against the Squatch, he played really well. He's a quick goalie. He cuts angles off really well. He's smart. He's He's a leader. He's going to tell these guys up front what's going on. I'm really excited to see what he's going to bring to this team this year. He's got the talent, that's for sure. And I'm really looking forward to him kind of keeping the tradition of our program with good goalies.
Well, it's not just also the starters tonight. You had mentioned you had about 50 solid players at tryout, so it was tough to make any cuts whatsoever. That just kind of helps you with that depth with the guys who aren't starting tonight even. Like any one of them can step up and bring their A game.
Yeah, like any program, you have that kind of depth and, that talent. That just goes to show you, with the last, 4 or 5 years I've been with this program, and I think it's been 8 or 9 with Luke, where this program is heading. It went from really nowhere to, top teams in the country wanting to come here to play. So that's a kudos to the coach and the staff and the program here itself, for the kids doing their job as well as maintaining what they have to do to keep this program rolling too. So it's an exciting year to start. I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy for these kids. I know what kind of work they put into this program. School's first, obviously, with a lot of these kids. And hockey's will always be hockey. So, Joe, I'm really excited to see what happens here in the next probably 3 seconds. And I'm hoping that was a good game.
And they'll drop the puck here. You get a look at some of the players on the coach of the Gophers. But the Bulldogs come in last year scoring 111 goals and surrendering just 76 for a plus of 35. And as I mentioned when we started, 8-1 under head coach John Camp. Camp is out of Aston, Pennsylvania, and a team that ended up in first for the College Hockey South Division. So they bring some juice and talent to Mariucci tonight as well.
Yeah, not to mention, with Coach Camp here, I see that he was Coach of the Year in 22. So there's another battle. You have Coach Johnson, 2024 Coach of the Year, going up against Coach 2022, So there's a little inner battle there with the coaching staff. So, see, no matter where you look, you always have competition.
You do. And you know what? That's the thing I enjoy with hockey and the game itself, is the adjustments literally made on the fly. Hey, if it's a matchup issue, if we're seeing something different, then they make those adjustments so quickly and accurately. So they know the players better than anyone else, and hence the success these programs are having,
right,
as they are finalizing everything with the officials. And
not to mention, I want to leave the assistant coach out here too, Todd Miller. He was actually on the 18U championships. He was a coach for the bronze medal for the 18U. So got some good hockey coaching staff here. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, hockey is just a sport that I think you inherit the love of it. We were talking about that in the interview here between periods, or before the game here with Luke. It's like hockey will always be a part of your life. And that's one thing with Coach Johnson. He just loves this game so much. He dedicates so much of his time for this program, and I admire that.
That is absolutely accurate. We'll get a look here, and teams come to center ice here, just at center ice as they get set.
Looks like we have
some Bulldog company.
The Georgia Bulldog fan club coming right in front of us. We'll have to maybe go down and interview one of the hockey moms down here.
Maybe that's the case, and who knows. And so after this weekend, they'll be taking that midnight train to Georgia.
Yeah, before she'll have the Go Dawgs. She'll have a Gophers hoodie on before she leaves to watch. Well, here we go.
Exciting tonight. Dropping the puck to the Gophers in the white with the maroon trim, moving left to right. We win the face-off and carry in. Top of the face-off circle here. A shot turned away, deflect to the corner.
Well, we'll see here the first couple minutes how the tone gets set here. It's kind of exciting.
It is, as we look at the set here with a couple of players poking, prodding. Peterson pestered early, but turns that away. They're going to need to reset, leave the goal. Well, as we look at those lines of 15 heading out there first. And
who do we got out here right now? We have 77, number 6. Got to get my sheet out here. I don't want to.
Didn't quite get those lines early, but it's good. But it is.
I don't even have a 77.
Winning the face-off, they're the Gophers. Moving it up ice, pass, tip deep, giving chase. Swooping back behind and making a roll there. As Gophers trying to apply some pressure there. A slot of shot, but fanned and not quite getting everything he wanted on that.
Keegan will want that over again.
Kicking back now, and finally an opportunity. Corralled at center ice now, a backhand, and deflected back in deep that time by the Gophers. Out with that second defensive blue liners are Bruner and Engelbrett on the ice right now for the Gophers. Icing whistle called here, and they'll bring it back. It looks like it's Branson is one of the players out there for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Here's the line that we're getting, excited about here. This, you got Meyer, you got Luke, and Caden here together. And I'm trying to, I wish we had those guys would have brought up the lineup here. Good.
Look behind the net. We try to get one together at that first intermission, and behind the corner, over skating, some good pressure. Good forechecking here by the Gophers and getting at it. Holding the zone. Good job to keep the zone there. Top of the face-off circle, then pitch to Huff. And breaking in. A look here for the Bulldogs. Take off the board. Peterson gathers
big hit down there. Holy cow.
Big time check applied there. And now back come the Gophers on the move. Stop near the dot. The Whistler that time's just off the mark for Minnesota. Karams are on the board, onto the stick here for the Bulldogs. Dogs try to bring it in a little deeper. Unable to apply any more pressure. Back out just beyond the blue line. And whistle that back in. I believe that was Donato for the Bulldogs. Working it up ice. A pass cannot connect. Goes through. We get the ice. You see it here. Yeah, it's a good couple of rushes as both teams just underway here. First period of the 2025-26 campaign with ACHA hockey.
Yeah, I didn't get to see, Joe, did you see how many games Georgia had? Did they have any on their website at all? I think this was...
I have this as their first game.
Okay. Good deflection there. Ethan deflecting that puck from the shot up front, top of the key.
You got it. Trying to corral as well, trying to get you numbers on that goalie. Number 40. That is for...
Yeah, that is number 40. That's Isaac Haugen.
I thought that would be the Minnesota
That's the brother,
native.
yeah. That's the brother, yeah.
Back in deep, fluttering this one, trying to settle it. Brought back again. And here, gaining the line, the Bulldogs drop pass across the board. Turning, spinning, sending it behind the net. Gathering it there. Almost a good setup that time, but it hit the stick of the Gophers. But good hustle there by the Bulldogs, having it back again. He's going to circle again. A good, strong shift. Pull the Bulldogs forward. Dropping up.
Oh man.
Almost got it by.
I'll tell you, Kuznick almost had him. Old Sunshine, number 15, Dylan Wedgwood, boy. He had eyeballs going for that breakaway there.
Near side, pitched at it. Trying to hold the zone. It leaks through the neutral zone, and back come the Gophers now in a push. Minnesota trying to settle the puck. They do just inside the blue line and sweep it down to the half wall. Here's a chance. Arister, tried to lock and load one that time, but unable to release the shot. With Minnesota back behind now as they push it up. Applying some pressure. Glove save, deflected, not secured. The deflection goes behind the net.
I thought I heard a whistle there.
I did too, I swear.
Got the music playing.
I thought they were going to say the net was loose, but there was no contact to the net. Haugen, again, between the pipes, the Minnesota native for this Georgia Bulldog squad. 18-8-1 last season for the Bulldogs. This one's deflected on net. Haugen, kind of a catch and release to the corner. Moving back up now. Pass connected. Gophers doing a good job of kind of taking the tempo. Now here's the chance. Breaking in.
Coobs.
On the back, Kuba here tries to shuffle a backhand.
Ridden into the boards. Holy cow.
He did. He got buckled that time on the boards and back again. Good defensive play for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have a roll off of their stick.
Oh, he comes back and delivers a big old hit.
And the reciprocating.
You ain't going to get away with giving, Coops will take a hit with the best of them. But I guarantee you better have your heads up because he's going to come back and give you some love too.
That's a good look. And so no score here in the opening frame. But both teams getting physical and waiting to kind of launch this season. Back behind, quick to the puck. The Gophers quickly try to control there. Holds at the near point. That's by Bruner. Bruner's pass there deflected. Battling it far side. Defensive side. That's sent back in. Is that Dylan Otten, 26 for the Gophers. Back in. Losing control, unable to get control as they carry in across. Red line sent in deep. On the puck hunt right now would be the Bulldogs, unable to hold the zone. Carrying it in now. A look. And the drop pass cannot convert there. A shot that's deflected off. And back will come the Gophers. They have some numbers. Pass just a bit behind to Sands. He had to reach back. That allows the Bulldogs to catch up and control the puck. Center ice now settles. Skating, hitting the line. Looks across. Dangles a little bit. Now a backhand over. And sent to the ice was the Bulldog there.
Jack Sand delivering his weight around again here today. You know he came to play today.
Absolutely. To the corner. Race to the puck ensues there. Backhanded back to Tashney. Tashney rings it along the back of the boards. The Bulldogs trying to clamp in and put some pressure on.
Nice.
Loose back. Here's a chance. Shot near the dot. Deflected to the near corner.
Oh, Meyer Kuzman had a nice little shot there. Got a little deflected. Oh, here we go.
Dangle shot here.
Out the pipe.
Myers with a look, and this is that second line on the ice here for the Gophers of Kreutzmann, Myers, and Cole. Trying to stir up the first goal of the season. Choi carries in, shuffles it down. Low to Myers. Myers going to center off the stick.
Nice
Pressure here.
Play, Will.
Good job. The poke check to stick away by Anderson. Gophers rile up and bring some more pressure, but not enough to get that shot on goal. Back again, rushing on the behind. A backhander rolls off the backhanded stick that time. That was Bill Martin, the Dynanator, had to roll off his stick. Back again.
He hit the same pipe.
He's ringing that post, and that's Luke Myers with a rising wrister.
I literally hit the same spot he shot the prior time. Holy cow. I got a feeling we're going to be looking at that area for next shot on goal, too. He likes that short side corner, looks like.
He's honed that in against Haugen.
Here comes Caleb.
Shot here. Moves across. Good idea. Set back. Wrister. That one misses that far post. Tried to go that upper 90 and that whistled right by. Peterson stops that puck. Opie out of Andover, Minnesota. Draws the season opener. Goaltending duties. Carrying a backhand pass, half wall. Now scooting to get over. Makes some coverage. Trying anyway. The Bulldogs and the Gophers continue to apply some pressure.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he's the number 3 and new guy for the Gophers here. He's a little guy, but boy, oh boy, he plays like he's 210 pounds.
Ethan Peterson out of Matamidi. It's number 3 there on that line. This one chipped to the far corner. Some good play just a few icings this early in the season. Some pretty good play in this first game of the season. Both teams looking to scratch the win column. Bulldogs back defensively, trying to deflect a couple of tips. And on the stick, good job to come back and help out.
Nice job by Cat Bruner there. Another nice pass.
Absolutely carrying in now. Looks to drop a wrister.
Look at this rebound.
Coming back off the board. Unable to complete that execution. Initial kind of a shot pass time came the way for the Gophers. Underneath. Going between now, moving it up, scooting it, pass ahead. Scurry's there now. Moving in the Gophers, but they're whistled for the offside. We're nearing the midway mark here of this first period. 10:22 to play. No score, but a lot of buzz out there, Jimmy.
Yeah, you know what? I'm telling you, I think I have the wrong score sheet or the sheet here for numbers. I got Kuba number 13, Noah 20. I do have my fault.
Moving down on the backhand.
Sorry, my fellow Gophers.
Sand.
That wasn't me, by the way.
Across the slot there, off the skate, coming back to help out defensively to disrupt that scoring opportunity.
I'll tell you, Tyler Bishop, what a great back check, poke check there to hold the stick up there. I mean, he could have saved a goal right there. Nice job, Tyler.
Yeah, you're seeing both these units playing a full sheet of ice now. Possessing shot, pass across, a look on the doorstep, unable to settle it was Bishop. Just beyond his reach. Gophers reload at that far point, whistle it to the near corner.
Well, I'll tell you, Jay, number 9 here, Keegan Johnson, one hell of a hockey player here. He has some serious talent. IQ like you wouldn't believe, know where everybody's at all the time. Loves to hit. He's a full package.
Right now the Bulldogs trying to move it away and out of the neutral zone. They do, and then they'll make some wholesale line changes while they send it deep. And now Minnesota across the way. They'll carry in. A look here. Drop pass, little congestion. Nothing gets to the net. A lot of sticks and skates that absorbs that puck. Reciprocating the pressure. Now coming back the other way is Sirota. Jordan Sirota, a freshman for the Bulldogs. Trying to center that up was Punzenberger.
It's a hard one, isn't it?
Punzenberger.
Punzenberger.
And he, as we said in the pregame, I think we said 5 or 6 first goals last season.
Yeah.
Oh, no opportunity off the board. Just shot, stayed stunned, and a good locked up save.
Meyer, Kuzman getting after it. You got to love it. Opportunities.
Off the board. Meyer Kreutzmann out of Apple Valley.
I'll tell you, in the first 12 minutes here, I don't. The Gophers haven't really kicked into full gear yet here. I think there's still a little uneasiness, I should say. I'm looking forward to the guys to open up a little bit more here.
What's that like? First game of the season? Is it sometimes?
Yeah.
A little extra adrenaline, so you got to control that. The endurance, or
you got to figure, Joe. You got you're coming back. You're first game, either whatever, rookie, veteran. First game's always fun. But you're always filling out the other team too. But then you got a team like Georgia coming in here to play, a highly ranked hockey team. That adds a little bit more to the game too. So I told the guys I always have my little speech before the period or before the game. I just say, you know what? We need to just focus on being who we are. I don't care who we play. We're that team. They should be worrying about who they're playing because we as a team are going to be a very good team, but we have to play as a team. So I think our focus this year is our word for the year is. I'm tongue-tied here.
That's all right. Maybe even focus, right?
Yeah, right.
Here we go. Backhand across the ice.
Purpose. That was it. We have to have purpose. Yep. That's. Look at that!
Snuck a quick blistering shot and hugging up for that save.
Wow, that was a quick one there, Joe.
Zigzagging. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah, see, I don't have. Who is that? That's
Peterson makes it across, now hustling back.
Ethan, and Jackson.
He came back. Mid-slot here, backhander cannot make it to the net, blocked in front that time by Ethan Peterson.
Look at it, wide open.
When Peterson turns one away, comes up big, does Owen Peterson with that save. A deflection, the back door, wide open. He moved from one side of the crease to the other to make that save, done well.
You know, Joe, we talked about that beginning of the period here about how OP is going to be coming into play. Well, that kind of answered our question right there. I think he's ready. He's dialed in.
Friday Night Ice coming to you from the campus of the University of Minnesota, Mariucci Arena. The Bulldogs come to town from Georgia to take on the Gophers. And both teams certainly bring some juice and some talent as well. You've seen it here early. First period, no score, but you can tell it's ready to erupt.
Look at Tate just taking charge here. Oh man, it'd been nice to get a shot out there.
To work at it. Chipping away, just couldn't quite get it by the defense. This one's wristed, deflects to the near corner. First to the puck. Look there for the Gophers. They'll ring it to the corner. Now some open ice, trying to make a cut in front. Just getting there, a little deflection, and they're going to whistle that for an ice.
Oh, I tell you, Sammy had Joey Greenland breaking in between the D right there. Just a tad bit late, but boy, that'd have been a nice breakaway for Joey there.
Yeah, Greenland had a great, pretty nice season last year for the Gophers.
Yes, very, very hard worker. Great kid, too. Always got a smile on his face. I think he would have had one after he scored right there. That'd been great.
Good look there, and now working it around the perimeter through the blue that time, but no one there to touch the puck and send it behind Peterson. Now the Gophers on the breakout.
One time
across. One time, An Ovi-like setup. Tashney.
Jordo.
Back again. As you said, that first game, those first periods, sometimes that wind kind of changes that adrenaline, and you kind of shorten strides, you shorten your breath instead of letting yourself kind of get into that zone.
Oh, got Keegan's on the far end breaking there.
Good stick work to get that free. Bishop onto center, he does, but it ends up on the stick of the Bulldogs. Now pressure coming back, pickpocketed from behind by Sand. Now left shot off the stick, save made by Peterson. It deflects to the near corner. Now here up to the near point. Not allowing that puck to get centered that time was Mogren. Backhand in front, bouncing puck settles right inside the pad of Haugen.
You could just see talk about Keegan here, how good of a player he is. You notice that play, he drops it back, crashes the net, gets a really lob pass, and just deflects it up into the air. No matter where it was going to go, but it's just him getting that puck up in the air, could have deflected, what have you. But what a heads-up play by number 9, Keegan Johnson.
So B. Charlie Kerrigan taking the draw, sophomore, for the Bulldogs, and the Gophers win. Shot here from that far point. Misdirected behind the net. Good pressure here for the Gophers to sustain that possession of the puck. Just unable to hold the zone, off the glove that time of Bruner. Skating up, full head of steam now coming here for the Gophers. Deflects to that corner. Set back, and now a backhand goal. It looked like he was making a move with some conviction that time. For the Gophers, it's poke checked off of his stick, approaching 4 to play here in this opening period. No score, settling shot. Good job defensively to get a stick just in front of that shot.
Yeah, great job by Cab Bruner right there. That was a nice play.
It's going to be a quality look coming in on Peterson. Sent just outside the blue line, lofted and sent deep. 3.5 to play. And some shifts made. Now back out there, that second line, Luke Myers, Cade Cole, and Kreutzmann.
Look at that, nice
looking
play.
Shot here. Oh, good shot. Just getting a pad on it that time to send it to the corner was Haugen, but They came out with some sizzle and swag to start that possession. Quickly back. Retrieving that puck is Tashney. Drops it off. And this second line, Jimmy, you think can have some scoring punch to it this season?
Oh, yeah. Yep. All these lines are so powerful. Just getting everybody together here to play, it's going to be such a fun year watching these guys just gel.
That was 15 Wedward with the puck momentarily. Now pressure here. Good job to block that shot defensively there.
We call him Sunshine. His nickname is Sunshine.
Sunshine, I like it. In Minnesota, you always need that around. Backhand.
Nickname would have been Rain this year.
Through the neutral zone and picked up, coming back to help out was Perante. Perante out of Grafton, Massachusetts. Big time goals last year. I want to say 15, 16. Goes a wraparound there. Turned away, but Ethan Peterson again creating a good scoring opportunity.
Troy, what a heads up play right there. He misses that puck right there, and George is off on a breakaway.
To the corner, reversing. Bulldogs send it back deep now. Move it out just beyond the blue line, waiting for his team to get back onside without any pressure. Good poise. Sends it across the rink that time and poke checked away. Another good shot here. Just pad save is made.
Haugen with a big save from TJ Kubo out front.
Greenland with it. Passes down low to the corner. Just inside the blue line. Moving it up. One-timer. Couldn't quite get all of it on at that time.
There's another one-timer.
A look inside behind. Certainly in the midst of a buzz here are the Gophers. 90 seconds left in this first period and a couple of splendid opportunities.
Yes. What a great shift by that line. TJ Kubi, Sammy, and Noah. Man, I'll tell you what, that was probably one of the better shifts of the period, I think.
Constant movement of that puck. Tape to tape. They geared up. But it has Haugen who has turned them away thus far. Inside now, here's a look through the neutral zone, watching some play behind the puck there. Skating in, Gophers, a hard wrister here that deflects and goes into the seats just beyond the glass. On a Friday night, nothing better here than ACH hockey.
That's right.
Bring it to the rink. And what a great venue. I actually like both venues, Ritter and Mariucci.
Yeah, I think tomorrow we're at Ritter in the morning. I don't know, you know what? I don't know the stats on our goalie here. Oh, yeah, I do have him. He's 6'3", 170 pounds. He looked like a really big goalie.
A tall drink of water.
Yeah.
But that seems to be the style of the NHL.
Yeah, you know, we had a big, tall goalie tryout this year, too. Man.
You worry about those lower shots with those bigger goalies, or what's it?
You know, it's so hard to tell, man. These pads are so light these days, you know, and I like the bigger goalies. They cover a lot of that net. I mean, look, and he's down 90% of the time.
Back again.
I'll be bringing that up when I go down the locker room here, I'll tell you that.
Yep, dropping down and now pitching a shot just ahead. Drop pass, give and go back. A good look here. Good job again by the defense to get a stick or a skate on that one. They were in about the mid slot and had a great look. Now reciprocating. Pressure back, trying to put a stick on it was Bishop. Just beyond his reach. Plus he was tangled up a bit as well. 15 seconds left in this first period. Gophers have kind of dialed up some pressure and have really played downhill here late in this first period. Coach Johnson has to be happy with that, even though they haven't gotten that goal. Bulldogs trying to apply some last-second pressure here, and first period is in the books. Your thought on that first period, Jimmy?
Well, I'll tell you what, it got better here at the end of the period. I think the feelingness of both teams, you know, kind of lasted probably for half that period. But it'll be exciting to see this next period. I think both teams are the giddies got out of the body, and it's time to play some hockey. So,
hey, penalty free as well in the first period.
Yes.
Give us your comments, give some input. Love to hear from you. Jimmy's happy to respond as well.
That's right.
What we see that comes around, and I'm going to guess, Jimmy, you're going to head to the locker room
sir.
and have a little chat.
I am.
We'll continue this near the beginning, maybe a little halfway through this first intermission, but it's been exciting. No score. That's right, it's Georgia. The Bulldogs taking on the Golden Gophers, ACH hockey. Run down and see if I can get a line sheet from Georgia. I want to go see if I can get a line sheet from Georgia fans. I'll be right back. they got numbers for their line. Want that?
All right, hold on one sec. Oh. Trip's getting longer and longer. You guys see that?
Right down.
Oh, that's for them, right?
Yep, that is for that.
Cool. Donnie, you ready?
Hey, one question.
Sure.
On our roster, I've noticed.
We had some wrong ones too.
Like I saw 20 Dylan Ott.
Which one?
Is that one? 26 is Dylan Ott.
Yeah, you know, that was wrong. TJ Kuba's 19. Then I have, what was it?
We return for period number 2. Joe Rulin along with the Jimmy Thurman with the Minnesota Gophers coaching staff, and ACHA hockey has returned. Some great speed up and down. It was a clean first period, no penalties, but certainly some good scoring opportunities. And what did you guys exchange in the locker room?
You know, it was the kind of things you and I talk about here. You know, we wanted to focus more on getting back in that back check. You know, finding that open man. You know, our wingers. You know, we did a pretty good job back checking. We got to get a little bit better. Defense has got to not let these guys in so far to shoot. A lot of deflections, a lot of block, shots we've had out front. Just some small little things here for us to make some changes, and should be an exciting second period here.
Yeah, and I also went down the locker room and spoke with a couple of people on the side. So they have played 3 games. This is the 4th game of the season for Georgia.
Oh.
Played in North Carolina, and then last week they got a win over South Carolina, and just had the 1 game last weekend. So a little bit of a nice jump ahead, but some good rep there, and I think we're good here. But seeing some good goaltending, and you always talk about some of the taller goalies in the NHL, and sometimes they feel like maybe they can get down low on their pads easier, quicker, and still cover that net. That's not always the case, and you think the Gophers might try to take advantage of that with Haugen here in the second period.
Being a goalie myself, it is a blessing to cover as much as you can in that net. But I noticed, one thing we did mention, even the guys pick this up kind of quickly too, is that, when you come into their zone, their goalie's already down in that V-drop stance, going side to side. So maybe a lot of head hunting, we should say, going on this period.
Trying some snipes up top.
Right.
And, one player we didn't hear a lot of was about DeClan here in that first period for Georgia.
Yes.
One of their prolific goal scorers.
Yeah, that, he comes off of a year of having, DeClan here. What do you have? 9 goals, 16 assists.
Right.
Definitely a playmaker, and I didn't hear, in fact, I don't even think I said his name.
So, trying to get everyone set here again. But the one player I thought that showed a lot was that Branson Nig, number 5, the centerman, a sophomore, for the Bulldogs. He was spinning a lot, some good opportunities. So now I think with the Gophers, you're right, that second line had some spark, the first as well. And, Peterson turned away everything that he saw as well. Defensively, they came back and really, got the stick and some skates on some potential good scoring opportunities, did the Gophers.
Right. Yeah, I think you're going to see it more, more focused here for the Gophers play. We really like to be disciplined with our hockey. We want to see our Ds, we want a nice breakout, obviously, like every team wants. Accountability, I should say, in what these guys do, what we practice for. Purpose is the name of the game. There's a purpose for what position you're in at all the time. So this will be, this is going to be exciting. Boys, looks like they're ready to rock and roll here.
We'll see who can get that first goal of the season for the Gophers.
Yeah.
As they'll be moving right to left.
I got a feeling, Joe, I think a goal is going to just, I shouldn't say calm things down. I think a goal is going to make things reckless and ready to go. I think it's that anxiety of putting that puck in that net and to be like, all right, let's go,
Sometimes that first game you're trying to be too perfect, right?
Yeah, and that's kind of what we talked about a little bit on the bench or in the locker room too.
Unleash it. There's Jack Sand. Carries it in momentarily. Coming back to check. There was Bishop.
Couple big hits right away. Holy cow, the boys are coming out to play.
They're coming out. That physicality they feel can kickstart this Gophers squad as they put a couple of the Georgia Bulldogs on their back here to start.
Oh, the puck just stopped.
Dead stopped, right? Back now giving
price you pay for getting out here early.
Oh, my. Cross wing now, a chance. Moving it around, circulating, and that was Bill Martin out of Edina, number 7. Keeping an eye on him. Right defense holds the zone, puts the shot on, and the save is made by Peterson.
Still wet down there.
That it is. The puck wasn't moving in some spots like they just cut the ice. It's stopping pretty suddenly. Now pinching in, the Gophers trying to get a little mojo going by some forechecking, but carrying out. Here will come the Bulldogs. Crossing ice, a shot here, save is made, getting it high slot with that wrister.
I don't have him down number 6. Who was that? Just came down for Georgia.
We'll get that for you too.
Maybe it was number 5. That Brandon Nig.
Nig is. He's the one that's really been.
He's got some wheels
on.
He
does. Quick shot. Nig there puts a check on, but the Gophers out through neutral ice and offside, I believe, will be the call for Minnesota. They'll take it outside the blue line. 18-21 to go, second period.
Yeah, you look at this Brandon Nig here. He's 5'7", all 141 pounds of him. He better be able to move.
He better. And he's got some gravity, I'm guessing, with that as well. Evan Perante, he scored about 5 goals last year. I see 17 assists on that line, and with the puck now, poke checked off of his stick by Minnesota.
Here we go, 2-on-1.
Pressure here, 2-1 set. Toe drag across the way.
Oh, look at that!
Finding the back of the net and a beautiful one-timer. And the connect on the assist. Peterson gets it going. Wedward out of Eagan, Minnesota. The first goal of the season for the Minnesota Golden Gophers by Dylan Wedward, and a 1-0 lead for the Gophers.
Yeah, I'll tell you, what a great play by Ethan to Jackson Kuznick there. A great 2-on-1. Picture perfect. Ethan just had that patience to sit and wait, and lured that goalie a little bit as much as he could to his side, and you know, it was pretty much a open net for Jackson. So what a great play by the Gophers.
Good job again. Just a great job though also by Peterson. He was pretty active around the puck.
Right.
And the spark plug there is centerman. He'll get the dime on that goal. Shot right back. Pads away to the corner there by Peterson. Owen out of Andover, Minnesota for the Gophers. Carrying opportunity. Drops, regains. Skating in front, right on the doorstep. Poking, prodding, trying to get it by Haugen.
Goobs.
And Isaac Haugen
Goobs.
has it shut down there. Would like that one back.
Yeah, I'll tell you, talking there just earlier about, getting that first goal here. That's I don't know. We'll see how the Gophers gonna react to that. Usually we kick it into another gear. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen here with this line here, especially.
Well, they came out with a purpose to start that second period with a couple of hard checks within about the first 15 seconds.
Set that tone.
Got it. And then it was Peterson. Picked up the loose puck and rocketed his way down ice and set up a beautiful assist that time going to Dylan Wedward, number 15. And just to confirm if that was Wedward or Kuznick, the numbers 15 and 16.
Yeah, that I looked like it was Kuznick, I thought.
We'll look at the stats here as well and get that clarified.
Yeah, it was definitely Jackson because Sunshine. I know it definitely wasn't Sunshine.
So Kuznick closes up Jackson. First goal of the season out of Maple Grove. Gets things started here for the Gophers, and now the Gophers to see if that can really kind of sustain some additional momentum early here in the second period. Out ahead, rolls right there out to the stick of the Gophers. Nice and back again. Quick turnaround, trying to convert. Little stick work by Keegan Johnson. Rolled off of his stick before he could take a snipe. Again, one-timer again. Nice. Halftime. Very Ovi-like that time by Keegan Johnson. A save made by Haugen. In front, gets back. Shot from the dot through traffic.
Oh, what a screen by Keegan right there. I think it hit the goalie right in the face.
Excellent turn. The accuracy a time of a surgeon on that shot by Bruner. Back again to the corner. Bulldogs trying to find their way out. Finally, send a backhand through the neutral zone. Resetting. The Gophers is that Matt Rowe, number 20 of it, looks like defensively in. Carrion deflects down deep.
Way off right there.
But certainly you're seeing the Gophers get
a little tone difference right here. Yes.
They're continuing that success they were having late in that first period. Circling, good hustle. Working it through, slot here, unable to hold the zone. They did hold the zone, near point. That was Tashi. Rotated around.
See the competitiveness there in Tate. He knew he had time to take that puck up, but he just took that easy shot, and he almost broke his stick right there. That's what I love it, in number 2 here, Tate Tortolot, boy, he's just such a competitor. He just coached himself right there. He's like, I knew I should have went up,
Tortolot, as you mentioned, with that opportunity, lofting it. Tashney getting it in, and you're just seeing really the Gophers, really, as you mentioned, Jimmy, with that purpose. Shot from the dot here, tried to go upstairs over the top of the net with that shot by Kuznick. Circling back. Tortolot back now on the stick to Tashney, and now here comes Ethan Peterson. Defensively, they try to seal him off, deflection, and get it right on the doorstep. And when it comes to Peterson, it seems like opportunities so quickly emerge with him on the ice.
Yeah, he's definitely a playmaker. He's just some kids that make things happen, just the presence of them being around.
1-0 lead. Goal came at 1:58 of the second period, and scored by Kruznick and assisted by Ethan Peterson.
It looks like we got a little change here. We got Joey Greenland in on this line here with TJ Kuba and Sammy Marjo. Coach Johnson making a couple changes here.
Moving that. And what's the fit for Granlund with that line?
What's that?
What do you see as that fit with Granlund on that, or Greenland on that line for them?
You know, these guys have played together before. You know, and Joey's just such a go-getter. He got the puck right now. He's just relentless. You know, he's just like Lawrence Taylor back in the day, just reckless and abandoned. He plays. You know, I love it. He ain't afraid of nothing. He'll get right down and dirty with whoever, whenever, and he back checks like crazy.
Margot that time loses it on the exchange. Back the other way, a backhander. Save is made. Flutters over the top behind the net after the save by Peterson. Gophers on the far side near the end of a shift. Chipping that in was Kuba. Head to the bench. Some fresh skates coming now in for the Gophers, coming quickly. Try to close in that time with Sand to get that loose puck.
You know, just the small little things that you're talking about, Joey Greenland right there. He tied that guy up behind the net and waited for his teammate to come in and get the puck. I mean, he went 200 feet, did his job. All right, guys, take over. You know, that's he's a playmaker.
That's great, yeah, full sheet of ice. Time for Greenland, and now skating with that puck is Bruner. Bruner drops it off near side. Here's a drop pass, cutting in front, pulling the trigger that time. The shot just wide by Bishop. He was tangled up just before he could release it. He's the White Bear Lake native. In the front.
Look at that
save again.
Oh man!
They are peppering Haugen here as we start the second period.
Jack Sand gets a little bit of deflection up in the air on that. That's the goal.
Here's a chance. Again, shot scores. Comes back. Jack
comes
Sand.
back. I love it.
Lights the lamp and whistles one past Haugen. 2-0 lead now for the Gophers.
Boy, he took the words right out of my mouth right there, Joe. It's like, don't give him another shot because that was a goal written all over his first attempt. Then he comes back and just rifles in a 30-foot wrist shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that one didn't go up top, but he found some spots. If
you can see the replay on that, I guarantee you that puck was probably 14 inches off the ice.
Yeah.
Right above that pad for that goalie that goes down quite a bit.
Yeah.
One thing of our scouting report on him, you know, he's on his knees a lot.
And so not always thinking about going just under the crossbar, you're saying, but, you know, just, hey, about 18 inches or so. We're just up above where the pads are located on the ice up.
You know, you got to figure if a goalie, you know, that size, think if he goes down, he's covering a lot of mass of that, you know, of the net. But you got to remember when you go down, you're leaving that space right there wide open.
Some pressure there by Georgia, diffused by some great defense by the Gophers. Up 2-0. Goal at 12:33. By Sands, his first of the season. Do you think we'll get an assist on that? Back defensively, always in the right spot is Tashney. Wings it across. Myers. Second line here getting their chance. But now Georgia moves in. Deflect back. Gophers try to move it up and stood up at the blue line trying to come out.
But Caleb's just such a strong kid.
A wrister whistling it by the tower that time, trying to go up top.
Oh, we got him wide open here.
Nothing good. Trying to settle the puck. Comes in, shot save. Trying to go up top again. Just took a little time to settle that puck.
Good, he wants that all over again, boy. He's just talking to himself.
Looked like that pass. Maybe that locked him up, trying to get it into the right spot by Kruzman.
I think his transition, you know, getting that on the backhand, going to his forehand, kind of slowed him up just a little bit, but he still got a shot off.
2-0 lead continues here for Minnesota, and they still control the puck as they have most of the second. Flash in a little leather to make that save. The Minnesota native, Isaac Haugen.
Great work down there by number 15, Dylan Wedward, man, Sunshine. He's just such a hard worker. To get all that work that he did, to get that shot up to Coy out front on the D, get someone in front of that net. And speaking of it, oh, he just missed a nice tip in right there. This line's gelling pretty good too.
Chip that, yeah. When the Bulldogs have had it, it's just been kind of cameos on that stick. A quick appearance, a quick show, and then back the other way, and that's really reflects what it's been like here. The second period, another look. Peterson drop pass.
Oh,
beautiful save.
What a beautiful play that was right there. We could watch that replay here. Nice job on the TV here. This nice drop pass back. Nice, beautiful save, man. I'll tell you, Isaac Haugen, what a great save right there. You had it. Kudos to you, my man.
He had to quickly move with some balance from one side of the crease to the other. Again, who set that up? It was Ethan emerging. Peterson. Every time he has that puck, it seems like he has some space.
Yeah, playmaker, boy.
Deflect, continuing the buzz, now back again.
Gophers is putting the pressure on. I love it.
They are turning it up. We're midway through this second period. And far and away probably outshot shots on goal at about a 3-1 margin here in the second period. Another pass. That's deflected and lifted through the neutral zone.
We got another change here.
Noah Mogren.
Yeah.
Steps in, headmans it. Controlled back onto the stick. Now circling back again.
Ooh, that should have been a hook right there.
As
I think they might have called
Kuba,
that.
we may get our first penalty of the game, and that comes with 9:35 left in the second.
I think we got, it might be a hook or a slash, yep.
So number 16 for the Bulldogs.
Who we got? This is number 16. Where is he? I don't have him on my sheet.
Let's take our sheet and I'll look here. And that looks like Spencer Watson. Spencer Watson gets...
Spencer goes down for slashing.
And let's see if...
Get a little first look at the old power play for the Gophers here.
Let's see if they can elevate that lead. Extend it a little bit more. Their first look this season on the power play. Power play touched up there with Tyler Bishop along with Eric Choi. Choi so good at that point. Also on that man advantage, Keegan Johnson. He has it now. Stick is lifted at the last minute and sent length of the ice by the Bulldogs. South of 9 to play and still plenty of time left on the man advantage for Minnesota, $1:20. Ethan Peterson also on this power play. Gaining the line, Johnson sets it back up, drop pass. Across the way. Bruner has it. He lofted it, but just a little too soft off the boards, and it was easy for Georgia to get there and dump it. 50 seconds left on the man advantage. Gophers will refuel behind Owen Peterson. Making the drop pass, sticking with it, gets to the blue line. Now escorting it in there was Kreutzmann. Kreutzmann backhands it out, trying to pinch in the hold. They cannot. Shorty attempt coming away here, and coming out is Owen. Peterson, big save.
Look at that.
Explosive move from the net. Owen Peterson disrupts a golden opportunity for Shorty.
Showing that just how fast he is. I love it.
Tough, but got to be tough as a goalie to sit and try to make that decision. Do I sit back or do I explode upon? And Peterson sure made the right decision.
Should I stay or should I go now?
On concert, and then the next intermission will be Jimmy Thurman.
Yeah.
3 seconds left on the power play, back at full strength, but still a little gap time there. Trying to sneak a pass across the Gophers that time to hit it open winger. Now off the post.
The iron.
Dangled the puck and then unleashed one. Bruner that almost tucked it underneath the crossbar, that time the top of the crossbar. And in the center, here's a look at the Shorty attempt and the save there by Owen Peterson.
What great hustle. He says, I had it all the way, you guys. Don't worry about me.
In that brain, you're probably saying, it's go time. It's go time. Get out there. Approaching 7 to play in the swiftly moving second period. We'll have a penalty coming up now. A cross check, I believe, will be the call on the Gophers.
Choi's got to know better than that. That's got to be more discipline right there.
So Eric Choi out of Edina, Minnesota. 5'11" senior will take the penalty box. Reservation for 2 in the sin bin. Let's see if maybe this gets Georgia going. If they can break the goose egg and create some momentum. First power play opportunity for the Bulldogs. Moving it just inside the blue line. Taking it down top of the face-off circle. Looking across, surveying. Some good puck movement, but all around the perimeter right now. Faked the one-timer, came back cross ice, shot from the top, over the top. Missing an opportunity that time, and it rings along the board and all the way back, forcing Haugen to come out of the net. 1:20 left on the man advantage for the Bulldogs. They trail 2-0 with 6.5 to play in the second period. Dangling it there, but holding the zone. Good keep. That time by the Bulldogs just inside the blue line. Circling, drop pass, now moving in. Half wall, cross ice, top of the face-off circle. Now a kick.
There goes Bish.
Is this going to be?
That's going to be interference right there. Whoa!
No interference call there. As Bishop.
Oh boy.
Was going to break clear after getting a stick to deflect that pass. Bulldogs still carry in numbers here. 3-on-1. Dangle shot hits the side of the net. Under 6 to play. More importantly, 45 seconds left on the man advantage. For the Bulldogs, a little surprised, no interference call.
Yeah, he almost tackled him. I mean, let him play hockey. That's all right.
Circling back in their own end. Now up ice. Hops the stick and on offside is whistled.
Going to be a little offside there, guys.
That puck magically hopped the stick of the Gophers player and then on the stick of the Bulldogs, who they were in offside. 24 seconds left on the man advantage. The last thing you really want to do is give Georgia any momentum before the end of this period. There's 5.5 left there. You're playing so well.
Great point right there.
Gophers win the draw. Look for the tip. Loose puck. Still 20 seconds left on the penalty kill.
There's that intensity that Joey Greenland brings to the rink every night. I love it.
Just disrupted play enough. And plus he won the faceoff. Let's see if he can win it again. He does here. 2 consecutive wins on the draw. Shot there that bounces on goal, forcing Haugen to make a save. Under 10 left on the man advantage for the Bulldogs. Last year a record of 18-8-1. Team that put up 111 goals, surrendered just 76.
A lot of goals.
Looking for their first goal here tonight at Mariucci Arena. Back at full strength now and successful penalty kill for Minnesota. They're going to make some changes. They dump it in deep, pinching in to hold the zone, or at least an attempt. Forcing all the way back will be Noah Mogren. Breaks in. Good look, getting down. Great job to block that puck by Mogren. Deflects to the corner.
One thing the Gophers are doing really well tonight is they're getting in front of that puck a lot, with the sticks and their bodies.
Bulldogs come in. Sends his wrister, deflected again by a stick.
See, Joe, one thing that Luke talked about is letting them come in too far for that shot on top of the key, inside that key. It's hard on a goalie. Not too many goalies want that shot.
Absolutely. What makes the shot inside the key so difficult for a goalie?
Well, you're playing behind the defenseman for number one, and you have a lot that's in front of you. You're trying to cut that angle off, and you're trying to figure out where he's going to shoot. You got a defenseman stick in front of it. That little shot could deflect off that stick and go up over your shoulder, go between your pad. there's a lot of things that can happen. It's just not a good quality shot, you know, a goalie can stop.
This one will be on net. They'll wave off the ice. And you see the Bulldogs, they have a couple of quick burst goal-scoring opportunities, Jimmy, and then, you know, they're either missing the shot or the save is made, and it's one and done. And the Gophers are not really letting them get any more than one shot at a time.
Just as you just said there, right there, Joe, kudos to the boys, the forwards, you know, putting that pressure on. That's one thing that, you know, the guys take pride in. I mean, you're not letting a team break out. That means you're doing something right.
Again, 2-on-1, now 3-on-2. Set shot, pass, almost 5-hole, and a wonderful save there by Haugen. That's from
he just got robbed. Right, oh, what a save. Haugen coming up huge.
Johnson got it there, and just watching that opportunity evolve. Here we go again, shot from the dot, trying to go 5-hole. Bishop denied, 2:38, and they have been buzzing the tower here in the second period. And here's another look on the attempt by Keegan.
Get that big body over there. I mean, that's a big body coming over there. That's where you got to get that puck up in the air. You know, prime example of that shot here with Tyler, with Bishop coming in, wide open, going for that 5-hole. You know, you gotta anticipate when a goalie's going to go down. Yeah, you might, that look might be like, okay, I'm going to go at that 5-hole, but those pads go down so darn quick. You know, you got to hit that midsection. You know, you just got to anticipate that part of that net being open when that goalie goes down.
Yeah, or
it's a lot to think about when you're shooting a puck, you know?
It is a split-second delay before you take the shot. Probably seems forever. You know, sometimes the goalie will show that stop or show their technique.
How many times have you heard Joe commentating, watching the game? Why do they shoot right into their chest? You know, like they're not trying to do that. They're, you know, it's like there's so much going on in a forward's mind shooting that puck. You know, it's just it's amazing. It amazes me. Like, you know, even hear that a while ago. Shoot the puck. You know, in a power play, there's 7 bodies in front of that net that are 6'2", 6'4", 200 pounds. I mean, there's not a lot to shoot at. So,
well, the speed of the game has certainly increased for the Gophers here in the second period. It's a great cadence for them.
Yes,
a little bit faster play than what we saw in that first. So they're hitting that switch here in the second period.
Definitely a different speed in this period, for sure.
We'll see now another burst attempt, that time by the Bulldogs.
Yep.
They get a quick look, either it's on a transition or a clear attempt, and they step inside that blue line. A quick shot, usually one and done.
Right. You know, that could be a confidence deal too, you know, Joe, where, you know, you're like, hey, God, we're doing everything we can, but we're just getting shut down. You know, that's good. Good job again by the Gophers.
Those try to usher it out. There's another look, a shot.
Oh,
the goal that almost got by.
I thought that went in. Oh, OPP down with the goalie tonight, boy.
Down, he's got it. And you know what? But that was the second. That's one of the only times so far here tonight where I've seen they've had a secondary shot come off of that initial shot.
Yep.
And OP was up for that. Peterson made both of those saves.
I'll tell you, you know, goalies love action. You know, that transition right there, that 1-2 save, goalies want that 5, 6, 7. They want bam, 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 you know? Right. That's the adrenaline that goalies that action. I mean, there's nothing that beats being a goalie and just getting peppered.
Kind of triggers those synapses and gets things going mentally, right?
I'll tell you, I love it.
The corner now. You can see the Bulldogs trying to mount and sustain some pressure versus the burst pressure they've been getting. 1 or 2 shots tops and out now, trying to counter with their own pressure.
Nice job. Dump that puck in and get control of it too. Fantastic work.
A 2-0 lead for Minnesota. 55 seconds left in this second period. Forced back, but not out. It's still controlled. Moving into the face-off circle. Good dangle. Tried to skate in. Wanted just one more maneuver on that tape and couldn't get it. Was poke checked away nicely by the defense.
No, just nice play.
He was ready to snap that shot, but one last move with him skating in. Will was able to poke check it away. 25 seconds left in this second period. Into the corner gearing it, centering. No one home at the current time there for the Gophers, but they keep possession of the puck. Now moving in, backing in, looks to the side, deflects, hits the side of the post. A good look that time for Tyler. And 7 seconds left, but still with it. Here's a chance, a move shot into the midsection, and a save made by Owen Peterson. 2 periods are complete, but not before it was the Gophers tallying a goal. In fact, 2. One by Kuznick on the assist by Ethan Peterson, and the other goal was tallied by Jack Sand, and the Gophers are up 2-0 after 2 complete, and a little different type of play for the Gophers in that second period. It started with the physical play to start that second period.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. You know, the Gophers came out right away. You could tell that there's a little bit of fire in them. A couple big checks, little wake-up call for everybody, and you know, the hard work paid off. A couple goals, and you know, don't count this Georgia team out of it. I mean, they still got. It still seems like they're kind of getting their legs back, maybe a little bit from maybe traveling, but you know, they, like you were saying, Joe, they have some spurts, but they think what they need to do, they need to bring that more into the game. You know, I'm sure their coach is going to probably bring that up too as well. They have their moments, but they're not capitalizing on those moments that they're getting.
Yep, so. Good burst, and it's usually one and done, as you mentioned. So, hey, well, I'll let you go chat with the team, get things going. Jimmy Thurman, appreciate you joining us. Joe Rulin, along with ACHA Hockey. It's the Golden Gophers with a 2-0 lead over Georgia. And the Bulldogs, after 2 complete, will return with more hockey in a moment.
Test. Wait till.
What's that?
It's all right.
It is? Okay. Jimmy.
How you doing, John Haugen?
John Haugen from Minnesota, right? Yeah. Haugen, yeah, you're from the goalie.
Exactly right.
Right.
I got a goalie and a defenseman.
What's your name again? Is John?
John.
John Haugen. Are you ready?
Are we
We're going to do an interview, is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, hey, this is Jimmy Thurman here. After the second period, I'm here with John Haugen, his boys on the team here. So what's it like watching your son play from a different state, in-state where you live?
Well, I always was looking forward to him playing at Mariucci. I just didn't expect it to be in a Georgia uniform.
Right.
But they're having a great time with it, and it's great to have the team in town this weekend.
And you have two kids and two boys, right?
That's right. The goalie and the defenseman,
Yes.
and they're actually triplets. Their sister also attends Georgia and plays on the volleyball team.
I'm a father of twins, so I know what you went through.
That's great. Yeah.
Triplets has got to be
High highs and low lows, right?
Yeah, 100%. So this is so I hear you guys played North Carolina, South Carolina. Now you guys played us. Now what's your guys' road trip looking like down the road here? What's your schedule like?
I'd say more regionally, this was a big trip, and Coach Campy did us a real favor because there's 4 players on this team from Minnesota, and he always wanted the guys to be able to come back up north to play here. From here, it'll be more regional play, and they'll get more into sort of the Southeast Conference play. So they're going to play Texas. They got a weekend series at Auburn. And they'll play Alabama as well. So kind of a more traditional SEC Southeast schedule.
Right. So being a father, obviously, you travel a lot with your boys then, as much as you can?
Yeah, it's a great blessing to have your kids be able to play hockey or volleyball at any level. Right. And so we're savoring it as best we can, and it always gives us a good excuse to pop into town, watch a game, and buy them dinner. They never seem to say no to that.
Is your boy here? Or?
No, this is the brother of one of the players on the team. I'll let him introduce himself.
Tyler Stewart. My name's Trevor Stewart. I'm Tyler Stewart's brother, defenseman on Georgia.
Awesome. So, what do you think of Mariucci? First time here?
First time here. It's unbelievable. This place is awesome.
I interviewed Parenti, I think the captain.
Yep.
And I asked him, said, all right, who's got a better rank, Boston or Minnesota? And he had a hard. He was like, well, I don't know. Mariucci's got a beautiful rank here. So, what's your prediction? What do you think, Boston or you here?
I don't know. I think this would take it. This place is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, welcome to the State of Hockey.
Yeah.
Thank you, John, for your interview.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Jimmy, check it out. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Jimmy. Great always to kind of connect with members of the other team. Excellent job as we get some history. We did have a chance. We can a call out to Tyler Stewart's brother, Trevor. Great that everyone in Georgia can watch this game as well. And it's a 2-0 lead. Walking right in there through the blue on a crossing pass. Lift up, back the other way. Let's see what kind of juice that they can bring back here to start the second period. Excuse me, the third period. A 2-0 lead for Minnesota. Kind of bookend goals. The last was by Sand, the first tally there by Minnesota to start. Both teams exchange, moving it up. A little farther down now. Back on the stick here of Kerrigan. Kerrigan ends up with that shot. The save is made there by Peterson. The thoughts in the locker room, Jimmy, at that second intermission?
It was very good. The swag, the confidence, and the boys, kind of feeling it. Still getting down to the basics of, kind of things that were kind of repetitive, hey, don't let these guys carry too much down into the zone to get that shot off. Defense, got to just be smarter in some of the plays we're doing. Stay out of the box, which we've been doing a pretty good job at. And just kind of finding ourselves, our purpose with our team. So let's go, gel into what we can and just keep working from here on out.
Yeah, they definitely came out with some speed, some sizzle in that second period at 18:02. Meanwhile, then at 12:33, it was another goal. That one brought home by Jack Sand, kept that one low, 2-0 lead.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for number 9, Keegan Johnson. He has got goal all over his mind. I'm telling you, he's been robbed a few times, and it's burning him up right now. You can tell in the locker room, so keep an eye open for him.
2-on-1 emerges now inside the dot shot, scores! Skating in and burying this one. Oh my, what a goal that was. Skating in, explosive like, and finding the back of the net, Parente.
Yeah, on a replay on this, once we get to it, Cap picks his man right side, lets him kind of walk in one-on-one. That's a tough transition right there. I would have preferred probably Cap going with the puck holder because it gives OP a little bit better decision. I mean, that's a hard deal for a goalie to take that from right to left to right. You're giving that angles off. So good shot for Georgia here. They'll kind of wake up the Gophers here, I think.
2 minutes into this third period, they cut the deficit in half on that goal by Parente. It said he's somebody who will either score or usually assist on many of the goals here for the Bulldogs.
That's why he's got that C in his chest.
You got it. So 2-1. Georgia comes out with some spark. And that 2-goal lead, they say it for many sports, but for hockey, it's probably more relative. It's that tweener score, right? Mm-hmm. In the front, again, left all alone in front. A deflection by Georgia goes wide to the corner. Tashney to the corner, lifts it to the opposite corner, now on his stick again as he reacquaints himself with the puck, trying to come out. Good pressure, stepping it up on that temple. Georgia up and down, especially that was by Evan Moore, number 18, trying to hold the zone with some trapping. Skating in, a little stick work, picking it up behind on the trail Moore, and he's whistled fully offside for the Bulldogs.
I'd like to see Jordan step up right there, where he's going to step up, make that hit. Take the body right there, because you're taking that out of the play. Something to learn. I don't know if we get a replay on that, but just hopefully their D, step up like that, play that body too as well.
Hey, call out and listen, and appreciate all the viewers here tonight, Minnesota fans, Georgia Bulldog fans. Great to have you with us here from Mariucci Arena.
Yeah, it was nice to reach out to John here, Haugen, the son of, what's his boy's name again? Isaac, yeah. Trying to make as much road trips as you can. Always love talking to hockey dads.
Also out there with his son, 27 as well. Haugen, as they continue to battle their way. Good job to cut in, take a minute. A snipe that misses wide of the mark. That by Margell. Shot does not make it to the goalie. A backhand. Reversing. As you can see, now the Gophers trying to dial up some pressure. Just under 16 to play here in the third period. And a 2-1 lead for Minnesota. First game of the season here for the Gophers. Sounds like game number 4 for the Georgia Bulldogs. Keeping an eye as well. There's someone with Punzenberger, Dylan out of Wyzetta. He's dangerous around the puck. Giving chase to the corner now. Trying to find their way back up and out are the Gophers. Chase to a loose puck through the neutral zone. Sent right back in to the Gophers' end of the ice. They'll skate out, get around the defense. Now here's a chance. Stick work, drop pass, high slot, give it, go.
Oh, what a play!
Top shelf, puts it with the peanut butter.
Oh, man.
That was a tic-tac-toe goal. Some great take-to-take movement. And burying it back of the net. Tyler Bishop.
What a setup right there, if I've ever seen it. Keegs, what a beautiful pass right there. I mean, hands down, Jack Sand coming into that zone, dropping it down. I mean, that right there is how you practice and how you play.
That was just a crisp tic-tac-toe.
Yeah. You know, couldn't happen to a nicer kid right now with Bish. You know, he's been saying, you know, Jimmy, I'm just struggling. I'm like, no, you're not. You're playing hockey, bud. And that just, you know, putting a puck in the net just going to give that kid much more confidence. I love it.
Bishop with the goal. Extends that lead back to 2 for Minnesota at 3-1.
Great answer by the Gophers right there.
But just great flow, bringing it up, and some puck movement. Good job, and then just under the crossbar, top shelf with the peanut butter.
Yeah, that definitely a highlight reel right there for sure.
Skating in, and chance now, circling back behind the second line. Luke Myers there. A wrister changed directions and a nice extended pad save made by Haugen.
The Gophers definitely got to get the goalie here transitioning from right to left movement because you notice he's down quite a bit. I mean,
shot here comes, absorbs into the midsection. After the shot. Yep, that shot by Kreutzmann. Kreutzmann and then sent back length of the ice. They'll need to exhale here, and the ice will do that for the Bulldogs. 3-1 lead. Both teams have exchanged goals early here in this third period. Great skill.
Great music. Great hockey.
That is. A great Friday night ice coming your way from Mariucci Arena.
That's right.
Evan Perrante out of Grafton, Massachusetts, tallied that first goal for Georgia here in this game, coming early in the third period. Gophers reciprocated. It's a goal by Bishop.
Tough shot to handle there.
That was handcuffed. Long pass.
Oh.
Good job of getting a stick.
Perrante is trying to sneak behind the D there. Oh, big collision out front.
The puck finally moves off the logo after a series of players go by and some collisions as well. Turning, firing, sending it deep. Trying to hold the pressure. Good job. Coming back that time again. Peterson to help pick up. He's trying to slide down in that slot and pick it up was a Bulldog player who had a good look if Peterson didn't come back and clean up. Moving around, gets side.
Boy, great job by
Haugen
the here.
Truman Haugen.
Just not giving an opportunity to these guys to do much in that neutral zone. Oh,
good
open net.
Peterson goes down, a shot here. Pretty confidently guided off the stick save by Peterson to the other side of the glass. 12.5 to play. Look at some good size with Truman Haugen out of Excelsior, Minnesota, 6'4", 180, number 27. Holding the zone. Good job. Good keep that time by the Bulldogs. Circle it back near corner. Giving another chance. Perrante has it up just inside the blue line. Seeing it all the way. Flashing the leather. Hashtag FTL. Owen Peterson with the save.
OPP is down tonight.
He's dialed in. 6'2" goalie out of Andover, Minnesota. Bounces the stick, unable to hold it. Changed.
Can't really get a lot of body language from OP when he's playing. He just
consistent.
Kind of just like, yeah, okay, you know. Another save, yeah, okay. He doesn't move around much.
Who's the most, let's just say, visibly expressive goalie that you've ever seen? Even NHL. Billy Smith, I remember with the Islanders. So absorbing that. But
man, that's a tough one.
Goalies,
I'd say probably Hextall, Ron Hextall, probably would be up there. Definitely, you know.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
You know, and even before face mask, Gump Worsley. You can always tell his emotion.
Yeah, for sure.
930 of his 32 teeth left by the time he finished.
You know,
playing without a goal mask.
Ironically, I just did a job for a gentleman here. His dad played pro hockey. His last name was Jacques. And he played out east for, I think it was Boston, back in the day when they didn't have the mask. And we sat and talked forever. And he had old goalie sticks and he had an old relic Northland goalie stick, and man, oh man, I'm telling you, I wanted to buy it from him. Like, that wasn't even close to the net right there. I'm going to have to get on him for that shot.
Bishop with that snipe off the mark.
Yeah. But, boy, I'll tell you what, I got a couple photos of the goalie stick. That was unbelievable.
Moving in, some good passing again. That time finally making Haugen move a little in that goal crease. They put a wrister on from top of the face-off circle. Save is secured, and 11:01 to play. But goalies typically, kind of stay consistently, even balanced. Correct? Yep. Did you find yourself? Well, you were like that, Jimmy?
Yeah, I was.
The pipes.
Yep. Yeah, I was kind of reckless.
Would your teammates actually say that, or is that picking up the rebound?
Nice. Wide open. Luke Myers' first goal of the year. You got to love it. The right place at the right time, they'll call that one.
Picks up the loose change and makes a deposit back of the net. Goal number 1 of the season and a career for the Minnesota Gophers. Luke Myers out of Maplewood, Minnesota, Stillwater. It's certainly a Stillwater team that had some success last year at the state tournament.
Who is that right there?
Looks like also Bruner.
Is it Bruner?
Coming in. Yeah. We'll take one more look maybe and get a look, see how that got started.
Bruner maybe got that assist.
A dime, and again now.
How nice is that?
Extend this lead now to 3 with 10.5 to play in this third. These two teams meet again tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Early rise. In fact, it'll be just a little tunnel leading us from Mariucci up to Ritter Arena. Still on the campus here, the University of Minnesota. 4-1 lead, but now trying to bring a charge to the team. The Bulldogs trying to dial up some pressure. Back underneath, trying to stick work it through and around now to the corner. A deflection. Good defensive play, but persistence here by Minnesota. They trying to dig it out along the half wall. South of 10 to play in this third.
Boy, great work.
Individual effort puts the shot on.
Oh, it almost bounced back in the net.
Almost got off the glove. And in, but a great effort. That time by Fisher Hatlin out of Apple Valley.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that shift right there was all Caden, man. I tell you, he just, what a workhorse. I mean, he just, showed why he's such a big, strong kid. Hockey sense. I mean, he took control of that whole shift right there. And he danced around 4 or 5 guys. I think he got a shot off, almost scored. I'm really excited for this kid this year. He's a talent.
Looking back, Ethan Peterson centering this line. On the wings, it's Wedward and also Kuznick. And Peterson and Kuznick combined for the first goal of the game, and the first for the Gophers early in the second period. Goal by Kuznick. Face-off will come all the way back into the offensive zone. Offensive face-off here for Minnesota, and they have a 4-1 lead. 9:20 to play in this third. Face-off, they get a shot on.
Oh.
Follow-up shot just missed. Trying to get that shot off by Wedward. Still holding the zone. Good job here by Minnesota. Now it's chipped to center through the neutral zone. Now quickly back up ice on the kick. Peterson leaves it there, absorbs the check, and just quite couldn't get that next pass completed to the Gophers after Peterson guided it to a teammate on that far wing. Shot here. Nice. Clock has stopped moving for some time. So it says 9:26, but we probably have a good minute 10. I think that should be coming off. They're going to let it tick off, and I'm sure the official came up and...
Hey, wake up down there!
A lot of the Gopher players down there, sometimes they can serve as support or distraction, right?
Yeah, they're talking about what they're doing after the game.
9:05. One time.
Oh, look at that.
Winning the face-off.
Right up.
Bulldogs.
Holy cow, that was quick.
That was smoked by Spencer Watson.
Spencer drove that thing home. That was a quick shot.
Watson, second goal of the night for the Bulldogs, and Watson.
Wow.
Paid dividends on winning that faceoff.
Yes. Don't count these guys out, man. You know, they're working hard. Still got a long period left here. Gophers got to answer again.
They do. Little momentum shift. You could feel the ice shift a little bit and tilt in favor now with the Bulldogs. One thing, the Bulldogs, when they have struck, they've struck quickly on burst, as we said. Gophers have done a good job of not allowing them to stack shot after shot on some of those scoring opportunities. One and done for the most part. Now carrying out of his own end, across the way here, holding, carrying, dropping in, far side. Here come the Gophers, trying to commandeer an opportunity. Poke checked away nicely, just beyond the blue line.
Oof.
By the Bulldogs.
NHL, that had been a hook.
Letting it back. Evan Moore had it momentarily. Up ahead to Margell. Margell, the turnover on the pass. Haugen moved it up again to a teammate and continues to chip its way down at the half wall. Gophers unable to put a backhand beyond time. Kerrigan, who came in to help out defensively.
Ooh,
to
got
pinch
Joey
in.
down here. Oh, Joe.
Greenfield. It's beyond, but still gets to the puck. Still working at Bishop. Was trying to follow up. Look for maybe a dime ahead, but now back the other way. The Bulldogs skating in. Shot.
Oh, what a
coming
save!
over and making a fantastic save. Peterson shuts the door as a lively puck was living just outside that blue paint.
Replay action here. What a save. Wide open in front of the net. Got down. Nice save right there. Peterson comes up huge.
Charlie Keegan got things going, or Kerrigan rather, for
Very nice.
the Bulldogs. And staying strong, could have easily cut that deficit to 1 goal.
Oh.
Been a hyper-scoring third period. Gophers at one time a 3-goal lead, now down to 2 with 7 and change left in this third period. Here's an opportunity coming back in. Georgia drops it back, leaves it for another teammate, coming back again. Nice play as that evolved. It deflects high into the corner. Didn't quite get the shot to the net as they would have wanted, but the Bulldogs on a nice drop pass and darting in had a chance. Gophers reciprocate the other way. Catch and release that time on the save by Haugen for the Bulldogs. Quickly wants to get it up ice, trying to glove it and settle it Bishop, but it eludes his glove, and they're forced back to reset. Are the Gophers. Picked up center ice, turning, firing, looking for an opening there, and off the glass, trying to lead a teammate ahead. Circling now with the chance.
Nice play in the body there.
Yeah, Georgia trying to get a little mojo back. See if they can stack a couple of goals for the first time here tonight. 6 minutes left. A wrister just off the mark that time by the Gophers as they moved in. A 4-2 goal, a 4-2 lead. Here comes the Gophers trying to come out clean. Tort that time.
Seems like Georgia's got the Ghosts back on their heels a little bit.
A little collision for the Gophers just inside the blue line.
Wake up a little bit here, boys.
That momentum shift, sometimes that quick goal like we just saw off that face-off win for Georgia. Looked like it just kind of stunned the Gophers.
Right.
And sometimes that shot to the chin kind of stymies you for a minute, and you just need to kind of skate a shift or two to get it back. 5 and change left, third period. 2-goal lead, 4-2 for Minnesota over the Bulldogs. Change back again to now near side. Tortolet gets by, gets in deep, puts a shot. Waffle pad save that time.
Very nice.
By Haugen. picked up Georgia. They'll continue to try to move it out, pinching in. Good effort. Set to the side, beautiful pass across, just a bit behind, charging in, but a good effort there by Hatfield. Hatfield had left that pass for Peterson, but Peterson had just jettisoned by that location.
Sure, like to see Caden get rewarded on some of that hard work he's got going on down there.
Nice job by Peterson, holds the line. Good job at the zone, right at the blue line, but not out. He's a one-man show, circling that quickness, now trying to hold the zone. Successful there by the Gophers. They dump it in at that far point behind the net. Georgia finally controls and chips it off the board. They make a move in, trying to get around the defense. Cutting in front, and coming from the other wing is Kerrigan, who had a chance, but that collision kind of jammed up his flipping stick and couldn't unlock it to get it. Kerrigan back for Georgia. Headmans it here, blue line, chasing in, trying to split the defense, coming back to help out to pick up the loose puck there, Minnesota, but an exchange, and finally crossing the logo. Here are the Gophers. 3.5 to play. All alone in the doorstep, right, stepping in. That shot that time deflected. Point blank opportunity.
Wow. You ain't kidding.
It happens in a hurry, and that time
that's
Kuznick.
one thing about hockey, boy. Good, yeah, I mean, Kuznick, he a lot of places to go right there. He just, didn't realize how close he was to the net right there, and just quick shot.
Yeah, he was just outside the blue where he got the puck, so
3:31 left here. Jojo.
Tough to make those options, and that's a tough lift under the crossbar, but again, Minnesota wins off that faceoff on the doorstep. Turned away. Haugen, a wonderful save. Pressure back the other way.
Nice hustle right there.
Parente trying to...
big save. Peterson comes up huge. Another one-timer.
Yeah, that was a big pad save, heard around the world off that initial shot. Good job by Parente to kind of dial up that dime to his teammate. Surging in. Icing is the call on Georgia, and Parente.
I would see maybe their coach calling a timeout here.
Here comes Parente on this centering attempt. Keeps it alive, and then just inside the dot, getting a good quality shot, a good slap shot, and a nice save, as you saw there by Owen Peterson. Gophers win the faceoff. Bring it along the board. Trying to get the puck hunt going here late in the third. Let's see if they can reclaim a 3-goal lead. They're up 4-2.
Great work.
Battles. Kind of takes it hard. Almost looked like they might draw a penalty. Did not.
Could have been. I don't think he sold that enough.
Keegan Johnson trying to get at it. You said he's due for the goal.
Yes, I'm calling it. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left.
Out of Centennial High School, certainly a nice career there. Face off over skating that time, Minnesota, and lands up on the stick for Georgia. Are we going to pull the goalie? With Haugen, a 2-goal deficit, 2:20 left in this third.
Wide open in front.
Here.
Oh, man.
Made, point blank. Peterson keeps his poise, stays in the right spot. An exchange and a burst through. Keegan continues his way to the corner. Centers on the...
Oh, what a blind pass.
A blind pass into the slot and burying it back of the net for the 5th goal by Jordan Tashey.
Oh, Geeks, boy, I'll tell you, what a pass.
Tashney, with that goal out of Forest Lake. Beautiful feed, a blind backhand into the slot.
We talked earlier about hockey IQ. That's one of the IQs right there that you're blessed with. You just know someone's there. Blind backhand pass. Jordo comes in and just buries it. That's an exclamation point right there.
That should be with under 2 now to play. If they just need to start the clock.
Look at this.
Oh. We need a remote control for the goal of the cock snipers down below because they're still at 2:06.
Hey, the clock! Hey!
Down below. It's trying to hold the zone. Georgia does just that.
Hey! Hey!
Moving it back. Good pressure. Georgia trying to dial up. Back behind. Facing it. It's got to be maybe close to a minute left here on the doorstep. Looking up, trying to hit that 6th goal to get a 6-pack tonight here for the Gophers.
12 guys down there. You can't run a clock.
Half wall. Circling back in.
Boys, when you watch this game, there's 12 of you down there. One of you got the button. You're down there jibber-jabbering.
Hustling in again, back, a look, drop, deflected, now a collision in the slot. It drives back to the half wall. Sends back behind.
Well, I'll tell you what, Georgia just got a different gear right now, don't they? I mean, that's the goal. I'll tell you what, they start playing the game like this. Different team. And they got that gear, you know.
1:10 left, long pass ahead, left alone near side. Shot here, save is made. Good stick pad save again by Peterson. He's been stellar this evening. Setting that tempo on their first game of the season for this Minnesota team. It was scoreless after one, but the last 2 goals have developed 7 goals. There's another chance for the 6th goal.
Sunshine hit the post on the side. I think that's like probably the 5th post I think we've hit tonight.
Some extra time here, maybe a little like soccer, bonus time, as this game is officially done, but they started the clock a little late, so we're going 30 seconds.
Right.
Here with a 5-2 lead for Minnesota. They'll take home the win, but again, a must-see TV tomorrow morning. Join us again, 9 a.m. Central Time, just across the other rink side of this facility, as we tunnel our way about 50 yards.
One-timer.
To Ritter Arena, where tomorrow morning game will take place at 9 a.m. And Jimmy, were you going to try to get an interview with anybody? It's a 5-2 win tonight.
Yeah, I'll
the
try,
Gophers.
but I'll see if I can get OP. I'll be right back.
We'll hang tight. If not, we can get it tomorrow too. But first, stay with
you know
it.
what? We're good.
We're good?
Yeah.
Hey, what a performance, though. A second period, they come out, they put up a crooked number, 2 goals, played well from the start, and then this third period, it was Georgia who came alive. They cut the deficit to 1 goal, but hey, it's how you respond, and the Gophers responded well.
Right. For the first game of the year, I tell you what, this team is going to be something to be reckoned with for sure. They're no slouch at Georgia, but tomorrow morning to be a good game as well. It just I think we'll see a different Georgia team out tomorrow. I think they got a good feel of what the Gophers are like, the speed, and so we'll see what happens tomorrow morning.
Hey, well, thanks for joining us, Jimmy. Always great to work with you. I always enjoy to get your insight and how close you are to the team and what you see on the ice. Tremendous benefit.
Well, thank you. Likewise to you. Hope that you can join us tomorrow. That'd be great.
Hoping to get there. It's a 5-2 win, season opener for the Gophers, and they tally 5 goals in 2 periods. Georgia, I got a feeling they've got some mojo coming to the ice tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Thanks for joining us here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Have yourself a Major League evening at a minor league price.
Perfect. Nice job. You too. Awesome.
It'll be fun in the morning. 9 is a good time.
9 o'clock?
I'll get my morning run in.